I thought one of those guys was Food Quick. I'm not telling you.
Entirely possible.
The fun thing about it for everyone is it's kind of the first time we get to see that too, because that's a Drew production. So he makes the video, and then
we're
laughing at it and talking about it just like you guys.
They get to see it for the first time. Is just kind of a thing I do.
Drew looked good in all the Santa outfits.
Yeah, I try. Hey, happy Thursday!
Happy Thursday!
Merry Christmas!
Cheers!
It is December. It's that time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's looking a little scruffy. Actually, it's December. We can all shave now.
Yeah,
Sean's already on that. Look,
He's a genius.
He's ahead of the curve.
I guess I need to shave my beard.
No, you're good.
Okay. So we got a ton of people in here. I saw one comment. I'll start things off with. Tom had asked, "Is anyone drinking anything exceptional tonight?" Well, we started off exceptional.
Hell yeah!
Sean brought this bad boy from his bar.
So we're gonna kill that one.
I pronounce this
Archaeopteryx paella.
There you go. Educated. 7-year-old, 66.5, 63.60. You said it was a Talkers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man, it smells great on the nose. So I think that's exceptional.
Brings the thunder. That's for sure.
What's everybody else got in the glass, though? As we say, good evening to PGWC, man.
What's up, Ronan?
What's up, Ronan? Francois.
I saw Gerben on earlier.
Hey, Whiskey Brazil. Cheers.
Good to see you, buddy.
Man. You've been busy. I see you've been posting some social media. You've been doing good. I hope you're all right. Happy holidays to you.
Nice to see
Stay
you
healthy.
here.
Stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bobby H.
Bobby. Fight for sound.
Fight for sound. Yeah.
Good old Pierre.
You saw him
Good
in
to
the
see
pre-show.
him on the
Always good to see
pre-show.
him.
Yeah.
Mr. Kranz.
New member,
Cheers.
Alan.
New
Alan,
member.
cheers.
All
Cheers
right.
to
Well,
that.
cheers to that.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a member of us. You have access to all the cool emojis and things we have. So thank you for that.
Have fun with that.
Yep.
Whew.
Gary
Is it
is
kick?
on. Whiskey
I gotta
Crossing.
finish this Old Pulteney first.
Yep.
People are already talking about that White Walker.
Merry Christmas to. Yeah, that would be a good thing. No,
Hey,
no. Then you get on the naughty
No,
list.
no.
Naughty
Yeah, Gary
list for
said if
sure.
you're naughty, you get the White Walker.
If
We
you
don't
give
even
Santa
want
that, no, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I do believe I have an unopened bottle in the box downstairs in my bar. You guys want to give that one away?
Well,
Not to a
it's like a $75 bottle according to all the stores I'm seeing online. So
Are you kidding me?
I guarantee you what they did was they were like, $9 for this. I'm not selling that. And they just go stick it in the warehouse for a while until it's all sold out everywhere. And then they're like,
And then it's Christmas time.
who wants it? Yeah.
It's White Walker,
looks
it's winter.
seasonal, right?
I'm not giving
Winter.
her $7.50.
$75. $75. Who wants some White Walker?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that paid for the storage cost for the year.
See, Cigar Newbie
Pretty much.
says, don't forget Santa likes a good smoke. I mentioned that early on
You
Discord.
did. You did. Yep.
Maybe that'll come out later.
Lots of ho ho.
Brandon.
Gerben is on, y'all.
Gerben.
Say hi to Gerben.
It's early for Gerben.
Good morning to you.
Hey, Mike Porter. I spent the last hour before the show pouring samples out, so I need to touch base with you and see what you poured. Some people might be getting more than multiple samples of the same bottle.
We also have some stuff for you, Michael, from Zach here. So when you get that to you.
That's true. Mr. Andrews did send some stuff up to us that it's got your name on it.
White Walker.
White Walker.
White Walker.
Hey, everyone. Wesley says many hoes. I knew you were.
I love how
I knew you
Tom
were pimping.
always goes to Facebook too. Can we multicast? And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure I post to Facebook too." Doubles up our views. He's a good guy.
Hey,
Alright, we'll
Dina. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yep.
Sorry we missed you last Thursday. Actually, it was kind of enjoyable. I hope you guys had a good one.
Actually, it was really nice.
I
yes.
mean, we honestly have been kind of low profile. Haven't really gotten together in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
either.
been a
it's
couple
it's
weeks,
honestly
so-
been since our event, really.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
so we've been busy with family stuff and other things going on. Took a little break, so it was nice. But it was good to see you guys.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely.
Back at the
Glad to be
back at the bar
Um,
here.
Tony, hello everyone. Sipping 30.117. If my memory corrects, that would be a Glen wrote this.
I
Yeah.
believe you're right.
Yes,
think
it
you're right,
is.
too.
And I
Oh,
see.
look at this guy. All right, let me show it.
Cheers, Pierre.
Cheers, Pierre.
Pierre.
Does Molly do her thing?
Not in this one. No, not
Scroll
Fingers.
back up just a wee bit. I missed a few. Hey, mystery girl.
Kristen.
George, that's who I want to say.
Georgie.
The Catman's here.
Oh,
It's good to see you, George.
Cheers for that.
Santa likes SMWS.
Yeah.
It's good to see you
isn't
here.
it appropriate to do like Secret Santas this time of year for Patreon?
We
Man.
were just talking about that on
Yeah.
our pre-show. It's due, our secret Santa swap. So we probably need to get that going for if you're new to the show. We normally do a secret Santa swap with our patrons, and we do this whole address exchange, and we pick random numbers, and we figure out a way to locally send samples to because
Hand delivered.
of
course.
samples to everyone, and it's a really cool way for us just to exchange and share the gift of what whiskey's all about.
Yep. Everybody's got a whiskey they like, and it's even better when you share it. So you draw somebody's name, you send them some whiskey. You probably won't get whiskey from them back, but you'll get other whiskey from others, and then you just talk about it and share it and email back and forth. And hopefully at some point we typically get online and do like a cross discussion.
Yes.
But even if you don't, you're still getting a chance to share and discuss.
I
Your
have to
favorite whiskey.
confess, I am still sitting on my samples from our last one because George Kaplan sent me this awesome display. He goes above and beyond, and I was in the midst of COVID, so I couldn't smell or taste anything. And I'm like, I'm not wasting his whiskey.
No.
And there it sits in a drawer downstairs in my bar. I haven't done that yet. And so, George, we really do need to catch time to just drink together online.
Oh, look at that. Another one. Oh, Papa.
Mr. Willard?
Thank you, Christopher.
Haven't seen that guy.
Good to
see you, sir.
Hello.
Good to see you.
I think I need to put just a wee drop on that to open.
So,
our
guys, tonight's topic.
I like it.
It's interesting, right?
Well, it's that time of year.
Santa likes to drink, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. The whole concept of what you leave for him has to do with what do you perceive? Is it a guy hanging around, can't drink too much because, he's got a long
He's
way.
got work
He's
to
got
do.
to
He's got
drive.
special
But he's
powers.
got
Or
powers.
magic.
It doesn't affect him at all. He
Or
just
it's
appreciates
magic.
the flavors, right?
Oh,
It helps
that's a
to
good
keep him
point.
warm, dude. It's cold when he's flying around.
I bet this bottle would affect him.
I think elves do have a special resistance to alcohol. So
I know
that
this
might help.
particular Santa would like to see a few bottles.
yeah, I'm sure.
Fair, fair.
Sure.
Mhm. Although it doesn't help the Santas that have to assemble things.
I am not that Santa anymore.
You were at one point in
Yeah,
time in
that-
your life,
that
brother. 3
sucks.
kids. I know you were.
Yeah, that
my God,
that's a
that Barbie
long
house,
night, man,
that
long
Barbie
night.
playhouse was
Right.
pretty.
The kitchen sets I put together down here. Oh my gosh.
Anybody ever do a bike?
Yo,
Of course,
Oh,
of course. Oh, yeah.
I did one. Then you pay after that.
I'll buy him a symbol.
This is-
I'm too old for that. I make too much money to have to put that stuff together.
There's just some stuff you leave to the experts or the teenage kid in the back.
Thomas the Trains was a whole big thing in my house.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah,
That was,
yeah.
that was
Long
like a
time,
cult
man.
almost.
John DeVoe, man, it is good to see you. Haven't seen you
Oh,
in a
yeah.
long time, man. I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to you. So let's talk about what would you leave out for Santa if you were, or what do you say to your wife or your kids that Santa might want to be
Oh,
yeah.
receive?
So it's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
a twofer in a sense,
How
right?
do you twist it, right? And when we came up with this topic, I started thinking, like, I could go downstairs from my bar and pick 5. That's not a bad approach. But let's research this, and let's go look for Christmas themed whiskeys because it's that time of year. White Walker might be one of them. It's not. But, there's some interesting ones out there. But maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I just want to think about profiles. What makes me think of this time of year? What do I
All right.
customly grab this
Yeah,
time
sure.
of
okay.
year?
I like
don't
that
know.
idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
So maybe it's a flavor profile. Maybe it's a
Gotta be
theme.
gingerbread.
Or
Well,
Get
and
some with
you
gingerbread?
get the seasonal sales this time of year too, right? Like usually you get the Lagavulin 16s on sale right about now.
amen to
Start
that.
seeing Johnny Walker Blues. They start
Swing
doing
is
the custom engraving stuff.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Oh, I was at a
So-
big box store. Well, keep talking about it. I was a big box store, and they had so many whiskey or liquor gift sets that I couldn't even.
Oh, it's-
I took pictures of them all just to. I should have probably.
Tis the
hidden
season
video.
for gift sets.
Honestly, when I look through all the stuff on the distributor side, I have to you can filter out some of that stuff because it's like, what am I going to do with the 2 gift glasses? Although there are times that I'll buy those sets if I can because they're cheaper because they're trying to push them out.
Oh yeah,
I
they
just
are.
bought Scotch for Dummies with the card. I bought the Peat Monster. I don't remember what store it was at a couple weeks ago before our
Oh, that was
anniversary.
it. Story Company. They had
Store-
it.
yeah, they had these Peat Monster sets. They had two
Oh.
bottles. You've got one. It was cheaper to buy that than to just buy the
Yeah,
bottle
it was cheaper
outright,
with the
dude.
gift set. What was in it? What else is in that?
2 glasses and a bottle
I
of
saw
Peat
that.
Monster. I was like, why wouldn't I
Keep pulling.
buy that?
Pull it.
It's cool. Well, you know,
Look at that.
But literally,
that is literally one of the nicer gift sets.
and it
Yeah.
was cheaper than buying the bottle at another liquor store.
Well, cheaper than buying it off his shelf. It was bizarre.
Yeah. So,
But I can tell you, a lot of times they're cheaper for them too, because the company is trying
They're
to
pushing it. Yeah.
get their
so,
product out.
So I saw, let's see what I got here. So I have Jack Daniels with a glass, $22. Gentleman Jack with a small bottle of Gentleman Jack, something or other. Oh, that's a whiskey with a whiskey mixer for 30 some dollars. All right, let's go here. What else we got? We got Bailey's with 2 like mugs, so you can make
Yeah.
Bailey's and cream.
that's always a popular.
Rum chata with a bottle of rum chata lemon and rum chata peppermint bark.
Oh look, they've got a Bob H in there. This one's called Guinness and Bailey's. Oh,
Whoa,
that's
look at that.
interesting.
Bob H.
How did they get that?
Huh.
Put them together. Woodford Reserve with a fancy cut glass and a bottle of Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolute with 3 different flavors of vodka in addition to their regular vodka.
We were looking at one to do a review on. I think you have that pulled up.
I
You wanna talk
do
about
actually.
that a
So
little bit?
it's interesting. So tonight's topic, we were just kind of throwing all kinds of ideas. It's the time of year. We've got our top 5 Scotch video we're going to produce here soon. It's
Coming
coming
up.
out.
Yep.
We talked about the gift sets. We're probably going to do a few gift sets, and this is one of them. And Johnny Walker every year puts out something every single year,
Yeah.
and they've got a new one this year. I think it's called the 12 Days of Discovery.
Yes.
And honestly, it's nothing super creative as far as nothing new, but it's just creative.
There's
I should
nothing
say.
new in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just packaging and a cool bottle, like kind of a box like this as far as packaging. But basically, it's got
Click that other picture to the left, the one that shows what's in it.
that's in it. I'm not
Yeah.
sharing this, but
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
So, but it's a cool box. It opens up, and
Can we just? What do you remember? What's all in it?
yeah,
It's in the description.
It's in the description right here. So where's it?
they're
at?
50 milliliter bottles of
blue, 18, gold label reserve, green label, double black, until you get 2 of each.
2 of each.
Is
Yeah.
that the deal?
So you get 12 bottles. Yeah.
I mean, that's not for $100. That's a pretty good deal.
So a story on that. That's the Johnny Walker one. I mean, we're talking 10 years ago. I'm into Scotch a wee bit. Big, huge Johnny Walker fan. Johnny Walker Black's the bomb, right?
Absolutely.
My first entry to be able to get a bottle of blue was one of those gift sets. My wife bought me one. It was under the tree. I opened it up. It had blue,
I remember
green.
that.
I remember
black and
sharing
gold
that
or
with you.
something.
You were like,
It had the
you
little
were like
so
so
black.
excited.
candy
You
store.
were so
I
excited.
I was geeked. I'm like, I actually have some blue, and so
remember
it's a great way to get to know the range. And for $100,
It's honestly, it's a really great gift set for $100 that if you want to explore, if you're looking for something for your significant other, it's a great way to kind of explore blended scotches.
Yeah, even if they're not into Scotch, if they're into whiskey at all, that opens the door
Right.
into a
Was it
area
2
that maybe
blues?
not.
in that one,
Yeah.
it's
I
2
mean,
of each.
I mean that's a good deal in itself.
So
And
100 mils.
50 milliliter bottles,
So it's
right?
100 mil of blue.
each.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
decent.
a blue right now. It's probably on sale, like you said earlier. The
I saw one.
Yeah.
I saw one tonight for 209. I was like,
Okay.
They'll go lower than
Those
that.
are
Oh,
lower.
yeah.
Normally
it'll go way lower.
21st
than
Amendments always come down like $1.59.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. but blue is obviously a very, 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 very popular bottle of Scotch. And so, but the point is, you're going to get a pretty good sampler pack with some
Yep.
blue in it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's going to
And
do well.
none of them are bad. It's not like they have red in there. I mean, they've got their 18s and
Yeah.
15s.
Yeah.
and,
Well, and I
18's
think
good.
this is the time of year that a lot of companies are trying to put their best foot forward, right? Like if you're usually drinking Johnny Walker Red, this is the time where you can
Whoa!
go
They
sample
want to
them.
hook.
Yeah.
I was just
Well,
going to say they want to
You
hook
can
you
go
in there.
trial those and be like, I really can't afford to drink blue every day, right? But this double black's really good, or,
Yeah.
and
Or
it's
the
not that
green,
much
yeah.
more expensive than what I'm paying right now.
Yep.
And it gets you to go up that next price
You
tier.
forget how good the black is. We've talked about that a couple times. You just-
Black on the Rocks, man. There's
It's a good
something about
bottle.
that just brings back the history.
I miss the days of sitting around one of our backyards campfires with a stogie and a bottle of black.
Oh man,
I don't
that's
know,
old
black,
school right
man.
there. And it's cheap, man. What's a bottle of black run? I
30,
mean,
35
$35.
Well,
Yeah.
probably 45 now. But
Yeah.
That's
So
ridiculous.
Pete Monster has one out. You mentioned, I think Glenmorangie always does. Glenn.
yeah, so
Yeah,
Glenn,
Glenfiddich always
Glenn
so
always
Glenn,
does.
Glenmorangie has a new bottle out now. It's a Tale of Winter.
yes.
I know nothing about it. I haven't looked at
I've
the
seen
kind
one
of
picture of it.
Yeah. Haven't looked at the promotion on yet, but I mean, yeah, there are specialty winter bottles.
I think we know a guy. We might be able to knock on
I'm
someone's
going
door.
to share a
and
couple of
find
these.
out
You want
what
to
it
talk through
Yeah.
real quick?
is. Yeah. So what are you going to show? So what?
We'll do Paul John first.
Okay. So these, I guess I'll start it off. These are my ideas, right? I went
Oh.
out there and I didn't know if I wanted to do flavor profile. Maybe if we have enough time, I'll talk through that perspective of me. But I decided to go out and find Christmas themed bottles. Maybe Santa would want to see something like this underneath it. So John Paul, it's not a Scotch, it's Indian,
Mhm.
right? But they come out. This is their 4th year that they do this Christmas edition.
Oh,
And I'm like,
interesting.
you know what? They literally theme it and market it towards Christmas. Why wouldn't Santa want to see this underneath his?
Wow, sounds delicious.
Right when you
Coconut,
read the
sweet berries, raisins. Yeah.
but it's finished
Port
in ex
Madeira?
bourbon, but it's also in port and Madeira casks. So
It's probably delicious.
Yeah, probably is.
now they don't put an age on it. Surprising.
Okay,
Not
that's
What's the
fair.
price
surprised.
on it?
That's a
Does it
price.
say?
No, I had no idea.
It's
I
free.
literally was just
It's free. Yeah.
looking. This is their website, so they're
Yeah.
not going to put
Well,
a price on it.
It's Indian, so I mean, it's going to be a younger spirit because
Absolutely.
they can't age them.
Yeah, you can't
Right.
age them
And
more
I
than
think a
couple
lot of
years.
those whiskeys, and we've talked about it before, if you're in a hot climate, everybody's so conditioned for age that it does a disservice to the whiskey to
Yeah,
put.
no-
It
It's
does.
not the same thing.
Spend some time with a Cavalon if you can afford it. You'll learn that a 3-year-old whiskey can be
It's pretty potent. Pretty potent.
For real.
Pretty potent.
So that one made the short list of what Santa might see under his waiting, on the mantle for him as he comes flying down the.
You show the John Twelve.
Yeah, actually,
Down the
let me just because we were talking about because I showed it earlier. This is just a picture.
Oh, that's that Johnny Walker.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's I think it's different every year.
Yeah. See, our problem is as you can see on the screen, cannot be shipped to Indiana.
Right.
So
We'll find a box set because I want to review it.
Yeah, I
But-
want to
but
review it too.
They did it. That's a,
if
the
we
new,
only need somebody in New Jersey, no, I didn't go to New Jersey.
the new packaging theme this year is bigger boxes, and like if you can see the front of that, it's got a whole little gift thing. I mean, this is a great I would be geeked to unwrap this in my Christmas tree.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool
That's a
box.
nice
Yeah, I don't know if I would
Look,
wait until lunch to start drinking something.
but you know what? If you're new in your journey and you're really, just starting to scratch the surface, this is it. And this is the way to go. And this is the time of year to get this kind of stuff to
Yep.
really get exposure.
Yep.
That's cool.
So I got one or two more that I thought might fit the bill. So let's go to the
I got you. It's
pick one
slower.
and we'll talk about
Which one you want?
eeny, meeny, miny, go.
How about this one?
What is this one?
I don't know.
a fine Christmas malt.
Yeah, so check this out. There's somebody in the chat, Bob H, who has
Oh
gotten a Christmas malt. I don't know if it's in the same line as this, Bob. You can
Orkney,
comment
huh?
in your chat, but
I wonder who that is.
I
What
remember
would
he.
the-
Well, there's
shared a
only
bottle with
two.
us. But I mean, so this is obviously a mystery bottle. We don't know what's really in it, but we know.
But you
what's
got a
in it.
50-50
Probably
shot.
Right.
pretty sure we know.
Is it Scapa? I hope not.
Probably not. Pretty sure it's Highland.
But I mean,
16-year-old.
why wouldn't this fit the theme? It's a Christmas malt, right? So, and it actually sounds like
Sounds
it's
good.
really good. And it's this for
Lemons,
this year. It's
pineapple,
not
chocolate,
like last
yeah.
year's or anything. But when you look at the palate, chocolate, coal smoke, baking spice. Now, is that a marketing person that knows what they're talking
Yeah,
about?
of course it is.
Probably.
Sure. But I mean, the price isn't cheap though. I mean, well, this is times 6.
Yeah, so it's only
it's
80
80
pounds.
pounds.
Okay, I got
pounds.
you. Yeah, not bad at all.
So,
100 bucks.
Drew's used to buying by the case. That's
Yeah,
what-
I'm used to that. I don't drink one bottle. It's a case.
We like Drew.
He's a case drinker.
a case drinker here. So.
Pull up the last one though over there. That the other.
So Bob's saying he's got the 18 and 19 bottling.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and he shared one of them with us.
Yeah.
Bob, did you give us the whole? I can't even remember, man. It seems like another life ago, but interesting. It was pretty good. I remember opening it.
It was good.
Let's look at this for a second here. What does he say? I spent first 25 years of my life in India. The Paul John whiskey is not famous in India. I saw it for the first time in the U.S.
Correct.
Okay,
That is
interesting.
correct. It is not very popular in the US.
Yeah, but you
Johnny
know what is
Walker's way
popular in
more
India?
popular.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker is way more popular.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right, let me pull up.
Well, it's the domestic versus import argument all over the world.
It's
Right?
absolutely. It is.
Like,
Absolutely.
I'm
dude.
not going to Europe to drink Budweiser,
Nope.
But
they're not coming here to drink Heineken.
exactly or Guinness. Or, you're
Yep.
absolutely right.
This one actually caught my eye. I actually, I think we've had,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what
Where'd it go?
it's got some, hold on, let me refresh. It's got some, there
There
it
it
is.
is.
There it is.
Stupid website.
Big Pete.
This is the last one.
We've seen this around. Big Pete's been around for a while, but this Christmas edition is really intriguing.
So I
Especially if
I
you-
sent all my
Yeah,
ideas in an
galore,
email to Scotch for
Colleen.
Dummies, and Drew put. He starts reading. he starts getting all in. She's like, "Oh, I have to get a bottle." So I'm like, "Oh, this is just an idea for the show. What are you talking about?" He's gonna go out and buy
I
one.
want to buy a bottle of this. This looks really interesting.
But look what's in
They
it.
put Port Ellen in it?
Right.
Dude, Ardbeg, Bowmore, Kalila,
I mean,
and Port
just
Ellen.
a drop.
Right. I mean,
But
enough
still.
that they can put it on the label.
And but it's $60 for 53.8% ABV.
And it's
I
got
mean-
Santa Claus in a sleigh on the. I mean, come
That's
on.
actually pretty cool.
That's a pretty good.
I would
yeah.
buy a bottle
I
of
think
that.
so too, right?
It's got the candy cane
I know.
wrap around the
I
top.
mean, this is a pretty cool Christmas.
If you're trying to
stocking.
make Santa smile when he comes down to
And that one
you
does
put
ship to Indiana.
this, you
Cool.
know, he's gonna be like, "Oh, these guys get me."
I love.
Islay. It's called pronounced Islay.
This is horrible. But so those were my sort of Christmas themed ones that I thought Santa might like to see under the tree,
I
or
mean,
under the.
That's not bad. Those are good picks.
Yeah, I like.
I
your
wouldn't be mad
suggestion
about
there.
any
So-
of those.
So that's some ones you found online that were
Mhm.
cool, and I like the Christmas theme. But obviously, not everything can be Christmas themed. And
Correct.
what did you bring? You brought some stuff that you want.
Yeah, I brought some stuff. So I'm thinking, my perspective was more of, I'm Santa. What do I want?
He's Santa.
So I'm taking this. I'm taking this. Thing.
Wait. You're Santa?
Well, I was thinking as
Don't
if I
forget
were
it.
Santa.
On a diet? What the hell's wrong?
So yeah, I need a little more color or more whiteness. in
It's
here.
not the 25th yet.
It's true. It's aging. So if I'm Santa and I'm going, I'm working. It's work time. So it probably shouldn't be high ABV.
Oh,
So that limits your thing.
so you're like saying screw the magic. He's gonna.
Well,
be cool.
so yes, I'm being working man Santa, not
Can't drink and
not
fly.
magical Santa. So I got a couple things over here that I'm thinking. So number
I
one,
don't think he works for the airlines.
Wait a
You're-
minute.
if you're a general guy, and you could, I guess, go with a virgin oak because it's an everyday drinker, but probably not.
I
So
like the Virgin Oak. What's
so
wrong with
I
that?
feel like this is a magic show.
what are you doing? Like,
Right?
think of the scenario that you're spending all time going through chimneys all day long.
he's
So-
getting way serious.
So you got to have something that has some punch to be able to get through all the cinders and all the soot and all the garbage. you're
Okay.
working
Now I know
on.
where
now
this is
I see
going.
where he's
So,
going.
so you might need something with a little bit of peat in it.
Okay, really?
So
A little bit.
OSHA approved.
probably my first recommendation might be this long repeated, unopened,
Well, what's that taste
Why
like?
is it not open?
I
I don't understand.
because you guys got glasses around.
Well, we can wait. It's fine.
No, why? That's why I brought
What
it.
is going on?
So I brought it to open because that is a good thing to taste. But wait. Before you do that, we'll get to that in a second. It's open for tonight. But
want to rinse that out.
I happened to be last week in a region of the country that does not always follow the federal guidelines for distilling.
Oh, interesting.
So-
Where's this going?
Did you make your
Interesting.
own?
So I know a guy or gal there's a guy or gal that makes a thing or two that Santa might also be interested in.
Does this sound like the History
I
Channel?
don't, it's a
National Geo or
Christmas
something?
miracle.
Did you?
You get it in a
Oh, okay.
that might or might not be taxed by the
I don't know.
state.
We need to put like a sensor thing
I was
right
just
here.
getting ready to say, anybody from the federal government
It's
watching,
water.
I know nothing
It's
about
water.
this. I had nothing to do with it.
Good Lord.
So it's listed
It's
as
peach.
It's listed as peach brandy.
Of course it is. Peach.
But it's peachwood. No, so
It's peach.
Santa might be interested in that as well because it's just a quick nip and he's away
warm.
he goes.
He's ready to go.
It'll warm him up.
Is that 48 BB?
Unfortunately, he's blind.
That is my estimation is about 50, but I don't.
So this won't help my glaucoma.
It won't. So either you can give Santa something he can't get elsewhere, which is one of these things that
Okay.
that's something
I
unique.
like your
Or hit his palate with something that'll get through all those cinders and
You're
you'll be
equal
able to taste it.
opportunist there. I see where
Yep,
you're going with it.
there you
Okay.
go.
All right.
So you put them both out there with a glass and say,
And some chocolate chip.
Literally pick your poison.
pick your point. Yeah. So
Oh boy.
anybody can tell what the alcohol content is by shaking it.
If Dr. Scotch was here, he might be
You
able
might
to.
be
tell
able
us.
to.
Oof.
It's actually pretty. It actually smells pretty good.
As soon as he pops it over.
So I think it's about.
Oh.
I think it's about 50% ABV, but because it's not real hot, it's not definitely not still strength. It's been
Well,
cut.
there's peach on
We
it.
need
There's
Phil
a-
here with
there's
this
a lot
little.
of- And the question is, I'm not sure it's fully natural peach,
Oh,
but
good Lord.
The peach has been sitting out in the sun for 3 or 4 days with yellow jackets on it, and
it takes a little time
It's-
to develop. But
That's
so
not smelling
what
good.
you just smelled was the neck pour.
it's a neck pour. You don't want to.
It's like peach preserves. It's not like
It is.
fresh peaches.
No,
Yeah,
it is.
right,
It's-
right.
Yeah. So
It's potent.
if you guys want to taste
That's
this
the neck
first,
pour.
you can. Come on, pour
Oh
it.
man up. Scotch whore here.
Oh my God. No, I'm good. I am good.
All right.
You got to pour a little. A little brandy's good.
No, I'm good.
It
I'm-
might have
I am
spilled a little
good.
bit. It doesn't pour real well.
A little bit.
You want to talk through it? Hey, Travis.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
getting stronger in the glass.
It's stronger.
It does. It does tend to.
That's what she said.
It took the finish off.
Why,
the bar.
why is my bar all messed
No,
up
it's
now?
not that bad. It's not that high.
It's got a hole right
It's like-
there.
It's like watching the blood from aliens.
I
drip on
love
this
how he
place,
starts
man.
the whole thing like, he's got to be
This
responsible.
is your
It's
TV
40
timeout,
ABV.
everybody. Talk me through this.
Good Lord, that
What you got on the nose?
Phew.
It straight smells like peach preserves.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
Right?
Absolutely.
it smells
If
like
you're looking
peachwood.
for nuance, this isn't it.
Well,
No.
you know,
I don't get any
No.
wood finish.
yeah. I don't, there's no wood in this. It's not peach wood. It's just peach.
Okay. What do you think? It's a hot.
It's like corn. It's not that hot.
No. I'm kind
Oh,
of
it's pretty
disappointed.
corny. Yeah, it is pretty corny.
You get any peach?
I do. I get a little bit, but it's hard to get past that corn on it.
It is. The corn comes out pretty fast, but there's a little peach on top of
You
it.
know, if I were
Smells like
freezing my
Play-Doh.
rear end off in Soldier Field at a Bears game or something in the middle of December, I might
Yeah.
I'd take a couple
So-
sips of this.
There's a movie called The Great Escape.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know the movie,
Yeah,
right?
rinse my mouth
And
out.
in that movie, the POWs, the Americans, grow potatoes all summer so that they can make vodka, and they get everybody hammered on it.
Nice.
Right?
Good guy.
And that is the circumstance that I would be drinking this.
So if you were trying to escape from a
It-
POW camp,
Wait,
It seems celebratory, but in the right circumstances. If I had another choice, I would probably take
It
something.
smells like wallpaper paste.
It's not. So everyone asked, was that put in a plastic barrel? No, it was not put in a plastic barrel. It was never put in
Sean,
any
are
barrel.
you there? Sean?
Right?
Is that
I
you?
can't see you. I can't see you.
So-
I can't-
Yeah, drink at your own risk because there's no official label on that
Did
bottle.
you really finish it?
Well, I mean, I poured them like a quarter of an
Oh.
ounce. So,
All right.
All right, who's next?
all
I
right.
got
So,
some whiskeys I can pour.
oh, okay.
All right.
Ooh, wow.
I got some ones. So
So I'm gonna drink some of this maybe a little bit.
that's actually I want some of that too.
That
So
sounds-
I'm going old school. I'm going typical, something diverse
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if you think about Santa and you always leave out the cookie. And the
Everybody's
milk.
watching the
Oh.
glasses.
What can you're gonna need to like boil water in those glasses.
Is it some toilet paper or something?
Put a little water on it.
Here. But you want to give some diversity to Santa, so
Okay.
do you give him a oatmeal raisin cookie? Do you give him
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what
So
you're saying.
you want to give him something. So I'm thinking, what kind of flavor, what kind of mood am I in for a little? Milk is just to wash it down. Right?
Yeah.
It's a cookie
Do you
flavor.
want
So,
the oatmeal? Yeah.
so maybe he wants something, a little bit spicy, a
I'm
little
all
bit,
for that.
right? I mean, a little compass spot, a little blended.
The spice tree? Okay.
Yeah, right. What's the ABV? I don't have my glasses on.
This scent, 46 something.
46.
Yeah.
I
Straight
know it's low.
46.
So it's a nice, easy drinker. Something just a little bit to get him on his way. It's like a little spice cookie.
Yeah.
It's not over the top spicy.
Like a ginger snap or something.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
a great analogy. It's
Yeah.
like a little ginger snap. It's great, right? So maybe he wants something a little bit more sweeter, something that is still
Like maybe a chocolate chip
easy
or
to
a
drink.
peanut butter or
Maybe a little caramel, maybe a little bit something
like a
raisiny
caramel,
or something
yeah.
like that. How about a Glendronach 12?
those would be good.
Right? Those are
That's-
easy.
that's
These are
a
everyday. These are bottles
great
you can
drink,
buy
yeah.
right now, right? It's also good for dads if they come down early. I'm like, what's going on with Christmas
Oh,
presents?
yeah, he might
They
want
can
those
have a
too,
little
yeah.
snap, a little
I'm
snap.
gonna burst a bubble.
Okay.
All right.
But if this Santa comes down the chimney and he sees Glendronach 12 there for him, he's gonna wonder why it's not 18 or 21.
I know.
I'm
But
just saying.
I'm
Santa's
also
not, Santa's
that's
not gonna
a-
chew big
keeping
bigger.
it simple, keeping it real.
This Santa's gonna be like, I want some Allerite.
No,
But I'm
he
also-
wants some peach brandy.
Nope.
But I'm also keeping it realistic for also if you're shopping, if you're watching this, you're trying to
Okay,
get
all right,
ideas.
yeah, all right,
These
roger
are good.
that,
These
roger
are
that.
good bottles to buy for
Yeah.
your spouse or
Like
Man, D's counting us down.
Hey, thanks, D.
Thank you, D.
So
love
we've
you.
got two winners here. I think are obvious, right? But
Yep.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Oh.
Maybe he wants to go something a little bit more subtle, something that's a little more triple distilled.
How about,
but
but he's
some-
been climbing through chimneys. He's
I
not
know,
gonna smell that.
but
He needs
a
a
little
drink,
Irish
dude.
redbreast, a little
Lestau?
Lestau, a little Oloroso. That's a great freaking bottle. I love that bottle.
It's a sweet bottle.
It's got a nice, very. I hate the word smooth, but it's very smooth.
Oh,
That's
he used
really-
it.
I
He
used it.
used
White
it.
Walker.
But it's so easy to drink. Obviously, that's pretty much me right there. I mean, I drink most of that myself, so that's a great bottle. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, you bought that like
Each
a week
sipper.
ago.
It actually has a spice note to it
It
itself.
does.
Which
All these,
I think fits the Christmas theme.
Yep.
yes. So I'll put it back here. But you know what? This Santa, he's balls. He's ready to go.
This
he
Santa's
he
balls.
wants something potent with some punch.
Oh,
And we're gonna go out of the Scotch world here and Irish world. We're gonna go with
It's
a little
whiskey.
Maltzilla Balcones.
What? French oak?
This is your bottle.
Yeah,
This
man.
is-
that's a good
I
bottle.
can't believe you had any of that left.
I've got a lot left.
Mine's empty.
Dude,
You got-
that's
you-
the Manzilla, Maltzilla one though. This is
Yeah.
this
That's
one.
a punch in the face.
This will knock you into next week.
You can have a little glass of this one, and he's ready to freaking get the sleigh for a
It's my
couple
daughter's
hours.
favorite.
Good to go.
This-
Good to go. Good to go. But it's it's Texas whiskey. It's really great. You can really get that French,
Yeah, he'll need to let the reindeer drive after that.
probably.
I think the reindeer are driving anyway.
that one's
Yeah,
no
pretty much.
joke.
But to your wheelhouse, and
Oh.
sometimes to get to the chimney, you know what? There's
Yep.
nothing wrong with the staple of Ardbeg 10.
Tar and 10, yeah.
I mean, that's a nice little smoky.
So-
maybe you want a little cigar, you want to smoke, take a little break, a little break
Thinking
from the
through,
action.
you know, I did this theme thing, but thinking through if I were gonna, I thought through this approach like you guys have done as well. And when it came to finding one like this, I actually scratched out my notes because I put Lagavulin 16. That's a really traditional one. I'm like, you know what? I'm talking chimneys, man. I think I want it to be Laphroaig.
Laphroaig is very.
Because that was,
Yeah.
I think this one, Ardbeg to me isn't quite as like charry or
No.
coaly, you know.
Charcoal, yeah.
But Laphroaig is literally you just licked it, the
Yeah.
chimney. I think 10 is awesome, and I think Santa would appreciate
10
it.
is a very approachable. It's every day. You can buy it anywhere. So I could go
Right.
crazy. I could go with the drum, or I could wee beastie. I can go even higher.
True.
But the 10, I mean, it's a
It's standard.
foundation.
Yep.
The
You're
foundation.
right. You're right. It's the
I
I have
foundation.
never poured a glass of 10 and been disappointed.
Right? I think a lot of people are agreeing with some of my
Not at
choices
all.
so far too. So
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
I got news for you. I almost picked up that one off of my bar.
Yep.
I did pick up this one off of my bar.
You guys think alike.
Well, because it's a great bottle.
It's a great
both
And
freaking
you
good
don't
bottle.
find it. You can't find the
Santa would
Maltzilla,
love
but,
to have any of this.
But that Glendronach 12, I mean, it's
I'm telling you right now, if you're buying anything for Christmas for anyone, these bottles right here, and I think this is a pretty good variety here of
it covers a
whiskeys.
huge
It
range
really
of
does.
people.
It does. It gets your Scotch guys. It gets your Irish.
Blends, single malts, Irish, American.
I would be honored if anybody poured me a glass of any of these.
Any of these,
Like,
right?
Thank you. That's
So,
a great.
I'll enjoy it.
There
Yes.
you go.
Right.
Yep.
And Santa's not going to complain. Hell, I'll dip freaking chocolate chip cookie in any of them. We're good to go.
fair.
Right.
Fair.
I may have
chocolate
a
chip
glass of this
cookie
in
and
a little
Ardbeg
bit, actually.
10. That'd be an interesting.
Have you had this?
Yeah, I think you should try it.
Look who you're talking to.
How about that? That's
All right.
interesting.
You want rock, paper, scissors?
You're up, brother.
Is it me?
Yeah.
You already did
Yeah.
his.
All right.
Man up.
All right.
Santa's like,
Oh,
pulling
I don't
chair
have a
out.
PowerPoint display or anything.
He's
Uh-oh.
got to stand up.
He's got a
That's
laser
not-
pointer
yeah.
and everything, everybody. Hold your horses.
No,
He's got some.
there's no laser pointers. So my I did this from the standpoint of stuff I wanted to. If I'm Santa, I want to
That's
give
nice.
gifts,
That's really
right?
nice.
So I wanted to pick some things that I come from a family of whiskey drinkers. So I've got to kind of expand and figure out what I want to do. So
Oh, you did not. You did not.
So
He's got-
What is? How did you?
Don't
I-
look.
I
That's
was
supposed to
looking-
be in our locker.
I was looking for a basic malt
Yeah.
that is an everyday drinker. You're going to find it at most liquor stores. It's
You see it.
to
Fine
me
leash 14,
not going to
right?
like, you know, it's not one that like blows me away, but it's one that I enjoy every time I pour a glass of it. So I can't
So-
complain about it. For an everyday drinker, if you don't know what somebody's palate is, if you're not sure if they're American or Irish or Scotch or whatever, to me, this is a good one that's not going to like offend anybody.
So
I
Klein
guess.
Elish 14.
To me,
Klein Elish.
the fact that this is the foundation of damn near every Compass box
Oh yeah.
tells me, right? If you
Yep.
don't, that this one is a foundational whiskey. That's
Yep.
all there is to be
It's,
said.
it's good. It's everyday good drinking.
Right.
Now, my father is an Irish guy, right? And so, in honor of my dad, I brought Yellow Spot. But really, there's a lot of really good Irish out there.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't have a bottle of Middleton on my bar, much to my disappointment. But there's a lot. You know, the Redbreast that you picked, I think, is another good choice. Any of those, I'd be happy
This
to
is a
have.
great too.
And
Yellow
that's
Spot.
a good, and it's not going to break the bank,
get
and
the
it's
Blue
easy to
Spot.
find for the most
I
part.
can't find the
If
blue
you're-
spot.
If you're going to a
Right.
regular whiskey store.
And on the Irish note, I was looking tonight when I was doing some. There are a ton of Irish whiskeys out there that I'm coming across that I've never even heard of,
Yep.
and they're all like under $40. It's hard to find Irish. I
They're
mean,
not famous.
this
Yeah.
one is. Some Redbreasts definitely are, but some of these newer ones that are coming out, you can get them for $35-$40.
Yeah, they don't have a name yet.
Yep.
Right.
I did pull the Glendronach because that's a good one, just every day. Like I would always want to have one on my bar.
Oh,
Yeah,
Drew
I saw-
keeps coming over and drinking mine every time he comes over, so I'm
I
gonna have
do
to buy
drink
another
I
You
saw
know-
that's up to like $74.
You want some of mine?
Store now.
I said that I would like to see the Allardyce one. You guys should have been quick and said.
I wish I had
it
the
is an
Allardyce.
Allardyce. This says James Allardyce's name on it right there.
Whatever.
But you know what?
We
You
know
s-
what that really
you said
means.
$75 now. You saw that? You guys remember when we were buying this $40
$40.
$40 a case. For the-
44 something?
That was
Yeah.
No,
five.
that was at the case price. So I think it was
5 years ago?
55 or
5
60.
plus years ago up at Buying Table, and I still remember that guy was riding his bike, came in the
A
bike
whole
attire,
case.
but a whole case. We're like, wow, that's
He
weird.
put it on his shoulder and
That was-
walked
we
out.
thought
And
that
got
was
on
the
his
weirdest
bicycle.
thing. And now we're like,
That was-
going, that guy knows what the hell he was talking about.
That was the boss move.
It was a
like,
boss
I was
move.
like, this guy rode his bike up here.
He
and
was
bought a
only in there
case
for
of
like 2
Scotch.
minutes.
He knew
walked
exactly
over.
what he wanted, got it, and left.
He
That
got
was
a
it.
case of
You
Glendronach
would have gotten 2
12s.
if you could have carried them.
What I bet he's
In
still
fact-
drinking that.
In fact, he was so sure of himself that we bought a case.
Right.
We did buy a
You
case.
did buy a case.
His
We split
actions
it. We should have bought
we were
4
like,
cases.
Wait, what?
What was that about?
I want a case.
Right.
$40. God.
Whatever, man. That was fun.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
those three,
Like, whoa.
this one was my 4th pick. Not necessarily this bottle, but I love a good Scotch Malt Whiskey Society whiskey, right?
Okay.
And if you can get somebody a membership, that's an easy one.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
If you're already a member and you want to buy somebody a bottle, you know, you can kind of ask around what their profile might look like and try and figure out, because they make it easy with the profiles to figure out a good gift to get somebody.
Honestly, I feel like, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, I feel like every bottle you buy is almost like a Christmas gift because you don't really know what you're going to get.
That
What,
is
from
correct.
SMWS?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and honestly, I'm not just trying to sell anything. To be honest, I'm like every single bottle I've gotten has been delicious.
I mean, I
Every single
spend
bottle.
a fair amount of money, and I know you guys do too, on picking up bottles because they sound interesting and sound delicious.
It's a real, if there's
So-
one thing I will suggest to anyone that is sort of getting into whiskey hardcore, I would say just bite the bullet for $100 if they can ship to you and get a membership and just buy a couple bottles. You don't have to buy a bunch, just buy a couple bottles, save up for it, and I guarantee you will be pleasantly surprised.
I think you have to be at a certain point in your journey to be able to
I agree.
appreciate it. But I also think that if you're looking for something that's unique, what's more unique than a bottle that they only did 559 bottles of?
And that's it.
You're
She's
never
gone,
getting it again.
baby.
That's it.
Go on.
So, I mean, there's a uniqueness and a scarcity to it. And it's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, only a few people are going to be able to ever try this bottle, and then that's it. That's
Not
cool.
that this is a shameless plug, but you know what? We are going to be doing the the monthly midterm with SMWS
Pretty soon.
pretty soon. So we're going to be going through their next outturn. We're huge fans. It is what it is. I
And
mean,
they're
honestly,
they're awesome.
It's not like they pay us to talk about them. No, we're all members and we enjoy
We have
that
a lot of
whiskey.
I
bottles.
pay for everything. It's great. I love it.
So the last bottle that I picked, this one is
Santa.
This is
Santa. I'm
Can I
Santa.
be Santa in this
I'm
one?
Santa. I'm coming
so
down
this
the
is
chimney.
this is
I'm
a
in.
swing for the fences situation, right? like it's a special bottle. Maybe it's a special Christmas, or it's a, you know, it's a big holiday or something. And so you swing big, right?
If you've been naughty
And
all
you
year
get-
long, you think this might get you
so I'm
back.
bookending.
Put that one on.
I'm
no, no.
What?
bookending.
I can't believe you
with
brought that.
You can't
what's
see it.
what's the cat?
You can't see it on
Because it's
the
on
screen.
it's on Klein
Yeah,
Williams
you
too.
have to bring
Oh,
it
you can't
closer.
see it. Oh,
Put it out front here.
It's-
Put it out front here.
Or
Everybody's
put it
How
on
got
about
a
close up?
A little closer to me.
put
Yeah.
it closer to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think it'll pick it
Well,
up.
you
'cause
might
of the
need to
light.
open the box and show the
You
bottle.
want to read what it says on there?
It's almost like my last name. It's
Klein Leach?
Brora. 34-year-old Brora.
Oh, that was so good. Oh my
We've
God.
had a little bit of this. It's the 34-year-old Brora. It's a 51.9%, which to me is a
Was-
surprise.
And it was perfect.
It was perfect,
Perfect.
but at 34 years old, sometimes that's tough. There's 30-some-year-old whiskeys that they got a bottle because they're hitting at 40% and they're getting ready to lose it. So this thing held itself in,
Yep.
in the
You know what
cask.
was really good too?
Totally
is,
did.
Is the pairing with it.
Turned out all right.
Well, the people over
You
there.
with that glass?
I was paired with that glass.
So this bottle we had at 6-year paired with vanilla creme brulee.
I got a spotlight there. That's pretty good. There's it. There it is.
That's the bottle.
No, no, no.
too.
Shut up. Burr was pretty pedestrian. I was at a dinner a while back. They were just pouring it for anyone.
Anyone that showed up got a glass of that. How tough is that?
Home run,
So-
says Richard. Yes, absolutely.
So, I mean, there are like rare bottles, and if you can afford to buy it, and it was, you know, to me, if that was like somebody's, yeah, it is.
I was like, there's nothing in there. You son of a gun.
It's
It's
fine.
empty.
a box.
It's like, I'm not bringing that over
around
there
to you guys.
because he
You
knows
kidding
we'll
me?
drink this.
You know where it is.
Well, that's funny. We do know where it is.
We
and,
do.
and when he pulled it out, Drew looked at me. He's like, "That's supposed to be in
It's
our
supposed to
whiskey
be in our
locker."
locker.
It is in our whiskey locker.
Oh,
up at the
I gotta
restaurant.
go back up.
Good on you.
I need-
But you're right. This is like hitting for the fences.
Well,
It
and
really
if you've
is.
got somebody in your life that you're buying a gift for, and you want to get something special, and they're a big fan of, you know,
Classic
a
whiskey.
specific distillery, and you know, there's some old red breasts that you can get.
There is.
There's a lot of older bottles. I was looking at. I was on auction sites the other day, and
That's not a
was
good
looking at-
thing.
That's
I had like 5 minutes, and it was my stress relief. So I was looking for Imperials to go with the one I have. But I mean, you can find them, right?
See this
But
part.
so if you've got somebody that you know enjoys a specific distillery, it's
34-year-old Broda.
I would too.
I would.
This one's past 34. I'd love to go back.
you're expired. The milk's gone bad.
The milk's
gone
bad. Oh man.
Well, I tell you what, that was a really well done bottle. Surprise to the whole evening we had.
It was.
Such a great bottle. So this is a good selection here. I think you and I were on the same page.
Yeah, I think so too. We were damn close. We both had an Irish. We both had Glendora 12.
Yep.
So
honestly, if I thought through both ranges, whether I was doing a themed one or if I was going to do something more traditional that was like this, and my picks were my first one was Johnny Walker Swing because I really like the spice
spicy.
note.
Yeah.
It really, to me, for some reason, that's a Christmas dram. It always has been. It's something I like to drink in front of the fireplace. The Christmas tree's all lit up. That's just something I enjoy. It's got a really great spice note to it. Laphroaig 10. Because it really goes with that charcoal. It's about as harsh as you're gonna get. I mean, honestly, you watch their
Yeah.
commercials. That's the one that,
and they're proud of it.
and they should be. I did have Allardyce. I had the 18 on there
Oh,
because
love that
to me
bottle.
that it's just. I mean, when you think of Christmas time fruits with sweet fruits that are all overripe and sugary, and
you're just thinking of New York in the morning when all of us
Hey,
trying to get up.
it's all right. I mean, I was yeah.
That's a Christmas bottle right there.
Oh, it is. But so those were some of the bottles that I had in this line. I think every one of them that were highlighted tonight, though,
Winners.
maybe outside of the peach brandy. Maybe.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry about that one, Andrew.
But this is like
I just belched it.
this is heart of the earth.
Get out of
This is
here.
the kind of stuff that made
Get outta
NASCAR
here.
what it was
No.
because they had to run it.
And NASCAR can keep running on it.
So I think Shauna made a comment
That does
earlier.
run in
I
there.
think was actually pretty interesting. And when you're looking at, I mean, 'tis the season. You're looking for gifts for people, and it's really hard. Buying whiskey for people is really difficult.
Yeah.
And so what tonight's idea was just to kind of help you with a little bit some ideas for every day. These are pretty much most of them are they're on every
you're,
shelf.
You're probably not getting a Brora.
No, these two
But-
are probably
Sure.
not. But
Yellow
everything else.
spot. Yeah, can
Might be
find
able to find
it.
it.
If it's a,
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's a
you'll
reputable
find it.
whiskey store, you'll find it.
But you made a point that I thought was interesting, and it's hard because you really need to know like what someone likes to really kind of hone in. But if you don't know that, I mean, obviously, I would say take a little time to try to figure that out a little bit. It would help you hone in a little bit. If not, those sample packs are a great way to go. Just a
Yeah.
stab in the dark.
But even if you can't get the sample pack, you don't want to go to that route. You can't hone in. Getting something that's really foundational. I mean, honestly, this is about as foundational as a Scotch as you're going to get.
So
If you want a finished Scotch, a matured finished Scotch, this is about as foundational as you're going to get. You know, you want an Isla Scotch, boom. You know,
Be careful with the smoke and the peat, though.
So
if you're buying for
I will
somebody
say-
else,
right? That's
tough.
true.
If I'm ever talking to somebody and they ever ask me, I'm a bourbon drinker, what kind of Scotch? That is,
It's always
Number one,
it's
always.
always on our mind.
I'll always ask.
Yeah.
I'll always say they will love it
Agreed.
Right.
because it's a sweet whiskey. It broadens the palate. And so you come from a bourbon perspective that is a sweet, oaky kind of whiskey. But then when you go to that direction, it's in that same,
It's
Vein.
it's a good transition.
but it
too.
just, it like
yeah. And
opens up the.
if
the
you're a
gate
bourbon or whatever, it's a good transition.
Yeah,
Perhaps as well.
completely.
I will say, be careful though. If
Yeah,
you are
that's tricky.
if you're looking for something, this is the kind of the asterisk, if you will, of the whole idea, because this is an acquired thing. You
What,
don't
peat?
if you're because that's probably the number one myth too about when you get I don't like Scotch because I
It's
had
too
when it was smoky. I'm like
Because this is what they had.
that's like 1%
You need to
of what
start
all
with
this
Ugadale.
is. Right. So
Start
be
with
careful with this. If you don't know the palate or something like that, be careful because it's a big difference from everything else.
Start with Ugadale and you won't touch it for a year.
Exactly.
Everybody even
Give up drinking.
Jesus.
We didn't quit. We're not
No,
quitters.
no, definitely not a quitter. But it's, I think when I'm buying for somebody, if I don't really know their whiskey palate, sometimes I'll go with something foundational and basic, but sometimes I'll just pick something that I think is a special bottle. And when I give it, I kind of walk them through it. Like,
Just gonna say,
why
if you
is
could
this
be there,
special, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is it about this bottle that, you're going
Right.
to enjoy or that I think you're going to appreciate?
And don't be worried about too if buying a bottle that someone really likes too. Like I know you like swing. Buy a bottle of swing if he really likes it because
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with buying the same bottle if someone really appreciates it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I would say hit the smash the like button.
I'm
And
definitely
then,
going to smash.
and then in the comments, tell us what your Santa bottles are. So I see a few people have put them in there.
So
Glenmoe, 14
Yeah,
Quinta
that's a good
Ravana,
one, yeah.
all this kind of thing. So please talk about some of those, put them in there, share what you like, because those comments will stay and people can see them in the future.
So while we're waiting for some of those comments to come
Trooper
in, is
Henry.
there anything you guys are looking for Santa this year? Is there something kind of whiskey that's? I mean, we've got quite a bit to choose from.
I
but
really no. I mean, honestly, it's I'm kind of trying to lay
the
low a
bunker
little bit.
commanders bunked
That-
out.
well, got to start drinking some, I guess.
Gotta open some bottles, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I did open some a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago at our 6th year, so I got a few to polish off, and I put a lot of samples out, but there's nothing right now that's like jumping out at me. Honestly, what's jumping out at me is some of those Irishes I was telling you about. I mean, there's
I was
some
gonna
of
say
these
the same thing.
Irishes that I've never even heard of that are in the $30 to $40 price range, and I'm like, what
Yep.
is it? I really want to know about it. And I know that the industry in Ireland is really picking up because for the past 25, 30 years, it's been what? Right?
Yep.
It's been Bushmills and it's been Jameson.
Yep.
And under the Jameson moniker, you've got Middleton, you've got Red
Yeah.
Bank. So
And that was about it.
right.
So, and now you're starting to see a little bit more come out. Actually, if you guys wish to come to Stock Your Locker event, there was a bunch of stuff.
Was there some Irish?
Well, I will
Oh.
say we've kind of started to get into the bourbon a little bit. And I'm definitely more educated and I appreciate it a lot more than I did a year ago.
Sure.
For sure. But I will say, I mean, Scotch is my number one. No, hands down,
Yeah.
number one. But I will say Irish whiskey is really
Something
I'm really
in there.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It's easy to enjoy.
it is. It is easy to do. It's very smooth.
Right. It's very much so.
I hate saying that, man, but it's the truth. Triple
It is.
distilled. I mean,
It is. It tastes good.
Easy to
It's-
drink.
It
is.
doesn't. It's not harsh.
Easy to
It's not like a
It
bunch of
is.
elbows poking you and stuff. It's really
so what's people saying down here? I mean,
Shoot, Richard Agnew was in Edinburgh 4 weeks ago. Man, why wasn't I with you?
Right.
So
I got,
special Aaron 15.
tail of cake. Or Tale of Winter, actually.
Tale of Winter.
Oh, we
that
were
is
just
new.
talking about
Yeah,
this.
I have to look that up and see what the story is on it.
So I'm not really looking for me right now, but I'm stocking a new bar upstairs from the Chop House. And
Oh,
so
you are?
I'm actually going through and picking up some things.
Oh,
That's cool.
So
Richard.
I know I've got a Octomore 12.3 that's going to be on the shelf
Oh, really?
12.3. Yeah,
That's
okay.
pretty
cool.
quick.
God, those numbers. Have we been at it that long?
Yeah, we have.
What was that when we first started? Like
8.1.
It was 8.1.
I remember 8.1. I remember
Kill
that
Karen
one.
8. 100%.
Yep. Sherry Cass Bodega.
That's not
So-
that's not the Kill Karen 8 that. What is
That's all I
that?
saw. Kill Karen 8. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Were there?
Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Yeah, I've heard good stories about the Woodford Double Oak.
I've got it on the bar too, and it's pretty tasty.
Decent 20.
Red breast anything, I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Santa, give Andrew some Canadian.
No.
Yeah. He does like
Thank
his,
you.
His
Not a-
little CC, doesn't he?
Fight for
What's
sound.
ever Wednesday? What is he at? There he is. Am I saying Bunnahaven 18? Oh man, right? That's a great bottle.
Yes.
Glenmo 15. That Cabal. That's
I thought it was
you,
13.
Chris.
I think you got that down there.
We do.
We do. Krista really likes that. She's got a bottle of that.
That was pretty good.
Decent 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red Breast 21. Double
Oh
yes.
my gosh. The Glentour. I've not had that.
I haven't had the 12. No, I have not had the 12.
Slogville 16. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Money.
Yep.
1920 we've not had. We've had 1910.
Yes, I've got a bottle of 10 at home at my bar
Yeah,
now.
that's not
But 5 for Sound gave
5
us
for sound. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you so much.
Got
for
to do that, man. Cheers,
yeah.
to that.
Appreciate
Heck
that.
yeah,
Thank
we
you so
really
much for the
appreciate
super
it.
chat.
Happy holidays.
Oh,
Chad just had some 12.3.
That peated.
That's really good, dude. That's a great
Yeah.
Oh,
balance.
it's got like goes to your core.
Interesting.
I can't believe Octomore's up to 12.3.
It's been
A few years,
a
I
few
feel
years.
like
Couple.
like 6 or so.
I feel like I need to put my
It's like your
glasses
kids
on.
growing up, right?
I want this box. That's the
I
best
remember
box.
when you were just a 5.1.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's easy to confuse the numbers from Octomore and the Bruichlades because the Black Arts, right? The Black Arts, I think when we started were at like 3 or 4.1 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you're
Bill the
right.
Black Art. Yeah.
The Octomores were
They-
in the 7 or 8.
They called me to see if I wanted a bottle, and I was like, "Is it less than $200?"
No.
Nope.
Then I don't want one.
I've had my share
it
of
ain't.
black arts, and I gotta tell you, I mean, just my own personal opinion, I have not been impressed for the price range of those.
No.
Not when you're talking $500 a
The-
bottle.
yeah, the problem is I've only, well, I think typically I've had them at like a whiskey fest, and that's not the best place to explore that. whiskey.
No, we've
Because
had a
typically, I
couple.
mean,
I have had them outside of there. Still not very.
and they're still not
impressive.
very
Still
good.
not nothing to write home
$500
about.
is
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a decent dram. It's good. I like it. But is it $500?
You're not calling a $500
No.
bottle decent drink.
Yeah, it's
And
tough.
I've had
Yeah.
bottles that I was like, that's totally worth $500.
Oh, I've had $200 or $300
I mean,
bottles
this
that
bottle
are way
right here,
drink way
if you
above their
can
price
find
point.
it, is not these. This is a bomb of a dram, right?
And
Yeah.
it retailed for $70.
Right.
And I don't have to think about it.
Right.
Right.
It's good.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Bob H. That's a freaking low blow. Why would you go there? Ben Riek 17.
You know what's funny?
Let's call it taunt.
I looked online for that yesterday because I was like, you know what, Christmas
Hey,
bottle,
Alejandro.
I'd love to have a bottle of that.
It
What's he
is.
saying? What's he at? There's
Alejandro's in the house.
Island Park 18. Yeah.
Distiller edition.
So distiller
You've got a
edition,
couple of
what
interesting
number?
ones.
Yeah, so that's kind of generic, Alejandro. When you say Lagavulin Distillers Edition, there's so many distiller editions. What's the number on it?
So you
I'm
can
very
tell
curious.
Alejandro has found his special point with the 16 to 18-year-old whiskeys.
Yeah, that's
That
his
is
sweet
where
spot, isn't it?
he really likes them.
Well, and that's where a lot of the master distillers talk about, that 15 year is kind of, for a lot of whiskeys, the peak.
Yeah.
So Krasmer likes the Caledonia. I think we had a bottle of that one. It comes in a blue can,
blue
or
and
purplish
white
can.
stripe?
Yeah, purplish can or
I don't know if
something.
I had it or Sean had it. I think Sean had it.
I'm pretty
Maybe.
sure we had a bottle of that. It's been
I
a while
thought-
now.
I may have had it. I think I had it.
I think you did.
Yeah, it was the one the porter recommended. I think I finally killed it. I can't remember, but it wasn't. to me, it wasn't crazy. Good.
So Top Shelf Dustin, you couldn't pay me $500 to give me another that Kilcairn ate. Burned oak sherry mess.
He must be an Irish.
You're
guy.
not a weirdo.
Hey,
You're just
to each his
unique,
own,
brother.
man.
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
to
drink
each
to
his
that.
own.
I love the stuff. I'll take all of it off your hands.
Yeah.
but-
And I would agree that he's not off in his flavor profile there.
No, he's not actually. That's
It-
something
it-
you have to
There's
like.
oakiness and it's a sherry
Yeah.
mess. Absolutely.
Yep,
Yeah,
good for
Totally
you.
agree. That is not
Own
an
that
incorrect
stuff, man.
analysis.
Good for
I-
you.
But if that doesn't hit your
100%.
palate,
So-
if you're one of those ones that likes this, the cotton candy and the floral and all those kind of things, that is not for you.
Right.
Speaking of a mess, while I was out poking around looking at Scotch the other day, I came upon a bottle of Macallan Rare Cask. Guess how much they're selling that nonsense for now?
$300.
Keep going.
No,
No,
4 1/4 or something like that.
It's like
Are
a
you
little
kidding
over
me?
4. Yep.
Yeah.
they are
so
all
not
into
worth
themselves. I mean, that
I mean,
was
you can't-
$250 when we
You
did
can't
5
get
years
into a
ago.
bottle of their stuff like a 15-year for, I mean, it's expensive. Like
Yeah.
150, 170 bucks. You guys can keep it.
Keep all the McAllen
No.
you want.
Well, it's
Mind
on
you-
tariff. We don't want to raise the price. It's tariffed.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. It's
Well,
not.
yeah, that's crap.
I don't think so.
I'll tell you what they can do. They can keep it. No name number 3.
So that is a
It's
question.
been a minute since we've had no names.
No names. Yeah, it has been.
That-
Wow.
I'll tell you what. I
Number
do
2 was
enjoy
great.
the no name.
Kellen.
Number 2 is great.
They do. Yeah, that. I
yeah,
think
Chad
that's
says $500 for the rare cast in Canada.
good.
Yeah, I
50.
got to pick up that no name number 3 just to go with the no name, the other no names. I mean, I've got a bottle of no name. I think
Do
it's
you?
no name 2 that's signed by John Glazer. So I'm not
Yes.
opening that bad boy,
No.
but I want to get a 3 to go with it, right? I mean,
Heck yeah.
The no names were good.
yeah,
I did like that one.
absolutely.
No name 3 is epic.
All right, boys.
Got me sold. Let's go
It's
shopping.
time to end the broadcast. What's coming up?
What is coming up? I'll tell you what's coming up. We got a lot of bottles to review. I obviously will be the first to admit, and these guys I'm sure will as well. The content as far as reviews has been really quiet. We've been really busy. We had our 6th year that really kind of focused, and then the holidays have gotten in the way. But I think we're gonna spin the wheel up. I think things are gonna start cranking up. We've got probably 5 or 6 bottles that I think are really gonna be interesting to everybody out there to get some reviews going out. We do have our top
Top 5
5
for 2021.
for 2021, which Sean was so quick to point out and said, well, I think we only reviewed like half a dozen or 10 bottles, so this should be easy.
It should take no time at all, right?
We'll
You know the
figure
ones
this
we
out.
reviewed? We liked all of those.
Yeah, there you go. There's the top.
There's
That,
more to it than that.
that was 2021 for us, but that's fine. We've got that coming up as well. And then obviously Christmas. I'm sure we'll stay in that theme.
I think, honestly, we have been a little dormant the last couple of months for various reasons, but I think that for the next month or so, we definitely will be picking some.
We
things
got some
up.
videos
So
to put out.
more reviews coming out, some other things coming out, more live shows, some interesting ideas. Krista, I hope you're ready to produce some videos because we're going to be busy.
Well, and
We love you.
maybe a four dummy series coming
Yeah,
in.
we've got hopefully
Ardbeg for Dummies will
coming
be
up.
coming. I've been talking with Cam from Ardbeg and definitely wants to get that out. Excited about it because that's a really popular series and it's a really good way to really highlight their core range. And damn, if you love Ardbeg, you love Ardbeg, right?
Yep,
And if you don't,
sure.
this will be a great way to get into it.
We're going to have to dress up for that.
Who knows?
I mean, you can't let Cam down.
I know, but you got to spend money. That dude, he's
he
always,
dresses the nines.
Yeah, he knows
He
what
always
he's
looks
doing.
good.
That's it, man.
All right.
That's it. We're going to be busy.
Peach
So
brandy
we've
for
got
everyone.
No, we've got a couple more weeks before Christmas. So until then, you guys stay safe. Enjoy some whiskeys. Hopefully,
Thanks for
these,
joining us tonight,
some good ideas
everybody.
for you.
Man.
So
Right on.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody joining the show tonight. It's good to see y'all. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody, and happy holidays, man. We're in December.
There we go.
Cheers.
Let's do this.
we'll see you guys soon. Take
Cheers.
care, everybody.
3, 2, 1.